kit bag. Going to talk about why I have certain things in what bags and why I travel the way I do. So firstly, we got the soft kit. This is the bag that I put all my soft gear in. So my thigh pad, my pads, Kookaburra Ghost pads here, beautiful. Always like to do the straps up when I pack them away. My gloves. Now I put my gloves on this one side. At the moment, probably a few gloves short, you wouldn't believe it. But yeah, so usually I travel with around 10 to 14 pairs of gloves, depending on the time of year. Obviously in Brisbane it gets pretty hot, so I need to ring those glove changes pretty often. I have here my helmet and the Old Faithful, the box, and here I have my Nike spikes here. So they also sit in this bag here, there you go. And then in the side pockets here, I always travel with this. Now this is probably something that people don't know. Always travel with a scalpel, open up. If I need to cut any sort of stickers or cut some tape off or make sure that everything's neat with my bat. I travel with a pair of calipers. So I use this to check my handles. I like them a certain sort of shape at the bottom, and I also use to check the width of my bat to make sure my bats are nice and full width. So I always travel with this. And then the other thing here is just spare blades. There you go for my... So there you go, there's something you probably didn't know. In here I have a variation of tapes. So I use these tapes for different reasons. Sometimes I use this tape if my handle feels a bit thin and I need to make it a bit thicker, I use this tape or this tape or strapping tape, depending on what feel I'm looking for. And then this, if I've got any sort of cracks on the bat, I make sure I wrap it up nice and tight with this bat tape. Now we go to this pocket here, and this has got all my sweatbands in them. So I like wearing this guard. I sort of crafted it myself from an old arm guard. Obviously the arrow's there just to make sure that that's always pointing down, so that's going down my wrist. And then I just put a sweatband on it like this, and I glued this Velcro on, so it would Velcro to the sweatband. Flip that up, chuck that on, and forearms nice and protected. What else do I have in here? Oh, here I've just got some spare spikes in case I lose a few spikes. And then on this side, I have my 2 sidearms I always travel with, robo arms, sorry. I like the small one for tall people because you don't get as much bounce with it. And then for the guys, if you're playing anyone a bit taller, you get them to use the taller one so you get the extra bounce. These are awesome tools. I would recommend everyone to have one of these in their bags, that's for sure. And then here I've got my array of grips. Different colors. We got red, we got black, we got white, we got yellow. And I've got a few more that's still inside. But these are the sort of grips I'm running at the moment. I haven't decided which ones I'm going to run this summer, so we'll have to wait and find out what colour looks the best and what colour I feel the most confident in going into this summer. What else do we have here? I've got my arm guard. If I'm doing some specific short ball work, I always wear my arm guard. Don't want to get yourself injured at training and miss games, so I always travel with one of these. And now, I assume what everyone's most excited about. I travel with this separately to that bag. So this bag carries all my bats. Now in here, I only have 6 bats. Usually I travel with around 6 to 8 bats, but currently I'm traveling with these 6 because I'm very happy with the bats at the moment. So these are all the bats. There's no real reason they all have different grips on. Currently I'm batting in a white grip. So all the other colours are ones that I'm not using in games right now. But yeah, so with my bats, obviously the Kookaburra Ghost. I love them. Obviously I just said the handle is very important. So I like this part of the handle to be a bit more oval right here and a bit thinner through here. So they're the sort of measurements I make sure I talk to Lockie at Kookaburra and we get those right. But yeah, and so, I mean, for me, one of the most important things when I get a bat is tapping the bat. So tapping the bat, getting the feel of the bat, and making sure that bat feels nice in my hands, making sure the blade isn't too open. So if it's too open, I might make the handle a bit thicker, just so my hand wraps around it a bit less. But yeah, so I always sort of pick them up, have a few shadow bats, and sort of feel which ones feel the most game-like and which ones I feel like are the ones I feel like got plenty of runs in them. So yeah, guys, there you go. That's my